Hi, welcome. My name is Lisa. You are watching One Lisa Show, and it's been probably a good month since I posted a video. And I wanted to update you. I've been out of town, heavy with work, and we had some family things going on. So I haven't had time, but I have been busy. I'd like to start off by saying thank you to everybody who participated in the Finish That Whip 2024 challenge. I think it was a huge success. I got a lot of feedback from my winners saying how much they were so happy to win and pleased, and it just warmed my heart. I wish I could have been more on here sharing with everybody, but I wanted to share my Finish That Whip because I was really proud of myself. This was on my list, but I did it. I finished my quilt. So I'm going to show you. This was a jelly roll race quilt, I think they call it, because basically you get a jelly roll and you just sew it all up. And it was my very first quilt. I have been sleeping with it like every night. So it's not perfect, nor should it be. It's my very first quilt. All I had to do was trim the quilt and do the binding. That was all that was left. So I cut my own binding. I hand stitched it. The back of my quilt is just a nice plain white. It's very soft. It's very comfy. It didn't take as long as I thought it would because this had been sitting for for years, non-finished. And I want to tell you, I think my camera is a little off. So if this is bothering you, my camera is just a little off there. Maybe that's a little better. I want to say it took me like 2 years to finish this, and it has been nothing but the most comforting joy ever. Now I feel like I'm off even more. So, but it's okay. We're gonna go with it. It's bothering. Everything's bothering me today. That might be better. It's better for me, but it might be worse for you. I don't know. I it could be the angle that this is, and this is a brand new iPad, so I'm playing with new toys today. I don't know what took me so long, but I finished this up and I started another quilt. And I'm not going to show it to you because it's a Christmas present for someone. So I'm not going to show it to you, but I'm completely pleased and excited and love every bit of it. So this got me on the roll. There was another Finish That Whip item I did not finish, but I was working on it on the plane, and now I brought it home and I'm working on it here. But I had made a sock before. So this was all last year. I worked on this sock. It's over a year old, and I had the ball of yarn. So I started on my plane ride when I was out of town on the second sock. And I know this sounds weird, but I mean, I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that progress. So we'll see how this goes. So I've been working on my Finish That Whips also. This is a bit of a waffly, chatty vlog, and here's Penny, and she's kind of laying down on the quilt now. She also loves the quilt. Gotten my hair chopped off. I've had a lot of hair coming in, and I think I've said it in past vlogs. I had a lot of hair, new growth from when I had my surgery last year. And that new growth got to the point where it was like right here. And so there was so much of it along my hairline. My hairstylist said the majority of the new growth was here and in like the top of my head. And Adam probably can relate to this probably more than most because he is a hairdresser. It's wild. The dermatologist said it was 50-50 because of my age if my hair would come back, but it's very normal when you have a full hysterectomy or a major surgery in general to have like a blowout where you lose a lot of your hair. and I did, and I lost so much that I had more of these little hairs at this point. I just told her, please just even everything out and give me some bangs. And I haven't had bangs in many, many years, and I'm enjoying it. But now I have to retrain my hair, if that makes sense, because I have these weird parts going on from. I have colics that I didn't have before, and I have parts, and so anyway, and I'm relegated to not be able to use a lot of styling products because I have very sensitive skin. So I'm stuck with, a blow dryer or a flat iron. And it there's going to be a part where I'm going to say, I just don't care. I just don't care. But anyway, I have bangs now, so I might look a little different. I did go to Joann's today. They had a sale, and it's still good on Sunday. So if you're watching this video on Sunday, the the sale is still going on, but my Joann's had 75% off of remnants. They also have a separate sale where there's a coupon where you can have 10% off of everything else. It does not count for remnants or gift cards. So let me show you. I needed something I didn't have the first go with this quilt, and it was piecing and quilting needles for my sewing machine. So I got some of those because I am heavy into trying to get a Christmas gift done. That took over 2 years to make, and for some reason I thought, I bet I can do another quilt before Christmas. We'll see what happens, and I'd love to share. However, somebody that may be receiving it as a present will be watching this. They did have remnants that I grabbed a couple, and there's another Joann's close to me, and I may go to that Joann's and see what they have, because between these needles and these small remnants, I paid $10. It was $10.10 to be exact. I gave the lady exact change. There's a knit here, and it's a gray knit, and it's a Disney princess print, and it's over half yard. It's almost a yard. It's like 0.83 yards, but it's different sneak princesses. It's in a gray background. It's just a cotton. I think they called it an interlock, but it feels like a jersey. After I purchased it, I realized my nieces are probably too old for this kind of thing. However, I am not. So I might just make myself a sleeve shirt or a easy peasy shirt, because I think I can get a short sleeve shirt out of this for sure. And I don't know. I might just make it for myself. Also, there was some lemon yellow fabric. The lighting is not the best today, and I forgive me that the lighting is not the best, because it is late it's like 5 p.m. on Saturday. It's already dark out. So I've got lights everywhere, and it's probably still not good enough. And this is a brand new iPad, and this is my first video on it, and I'm not 100% loving it. But anyway, here's a knit. It's a two-way lemon yellow, and this was like a half yard, a little over a half yard. That will work for scraps for something, I'm certain. Now you see all the fuzzies in front of the camera. And then this was about a half yard of a charcoal gray Kona cotton. Simple charcoal gray Kona cotton. That is for a project I'm working on that I cannot talk about. And then they had a free reusable tote. I see like fuzzies in front of me. So if you see them, that's pretty good. So here's my reusable tote that I picked out. They had a couple at the counter that you could choose from. So mine is Home is Where Your Cat Is. I don't have a cat, but I know cat people. And it was large, and I kind of liked it. I liked the cats on it. So just a reusable tote. All of that, $10.10. Great deal. Including my needles that were regularly $8.99. I had a 50% off coupon, so they were $4.50. So that just goes to show you those scraps are going to come in handy. So what's been going on in my world? I am getting ready and debating if I try Vlogmas. Many years I've tried Vlogmas and not gone through it. I'm certain that Penny's got a toy under the bed. I've been buying quilting fabrics. I have purchased from Missouri Star Quilt Company this past month, and I have purchased from Fox Farmhouse Quilts on Etsy, which is a local shop by me. And I physically go into the store, but she has everything on Etsy, and her prices are really good. I've been buying a lot. I bought a jelly roll. I bought a layer cake. I've been buying yardage because I have the quilting bug from finishing this whip. It has been a lot of fun. I also have a whole bunch of fabric that's in a pile right in front of me. I can see all the little fuzzies from those remnants just floating. I have a pile of fabric I'm going to share, hopefully, in the next couple of days with some plans for fall, winter sewing. mostly winter sewing. They've been sitting in my stash for a long time, and I feel the need to use them this season. So there's so many things I want to make, and I am just ramping up the end of my year for work. I have my last closing of the year, I think is going to be this week, right before Thanksgiving. So I'm going to have a lot more time on my hands. I'm working on all of my end of the year and my next year planning for work. And as a realtor, that's what we do. We're independent contractors. I actually own my brokerage. So my planning goes beyond just how I'm going to make money selling homes and how I'm going to get clients, but also how am I going to grow my business and keep my agents busy. So I have a lot going on, but my year of presidency of the Realtor Association locally is almost over. That is at the end of the year, and I could not be more happy that that chapter will be done. There's part of me that thinks it's kind of sad, and then there's the other part of me. I just spent 6 days in Boston at the national convention going to so many meetings. I didn't have time to go check out fun stuff and sightsee, and I probably could have, but I felt the need to really consume myself with as many learning opportunities and go to as many sessions and meetings as I possibly could. And it's not just because I was president, but also I had the opportunity to go on this trip. It's a very costly trip because hotels are not cheap. Airfare was not bad, but the ticket alone to this convention is like $500. So it was really important to me to just absorb as much information as I could. And I think that's what a lot of people do when they go to work conventions. And there's other people that go and just forget about the convention and go and have fun. And I wanted to do that. There was a fabric store I wanted to check out, and I just didn't get a chance to. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because I would love to go back to Boston. It's a beautiful city, and it's got a lot of history. Do you hear Penny? She's crying because she wants her toy that's under the bed. That's my dog. That's my dog. But I did wear a lot of me-mades in Boston, and if I can, I'll scroll some pictures through here. And you can see I had a lot of me-mades, and I had a lot of compliments. So I want to say one story. When I was in Boston, I went to a reception with my friend Jennifer. We were at another state's reception. We did not really know a lot of people. We didn't know anybody that was going to be there from that state, I don't think. I didn't. I know some people in that state. I didn't even know if they were going to the reception, but we went to this reception, and we had some people come up to me and told me they loved my dress. And it was a me-made, and it was a Tilly in the Buttons dress. It was the Freya dress with the turtleneck option or the roll neck option. And it was in an art gallery print. I don't think I have pictures of me that day, but it was an art gallery print. Penny, I will get your toy in a second. Hold on. But there's no toy there. There was one on top of the bed, but I couldn't find one under the bed. Are you just jealous because I'm talking to the camera? Come on. Do you want to get on the camera? You want to get on the camera? Okay, come on, little toots. Oh, big girl. Okay, there she is. Everybody say hello. Penny, say hi. Who's there? Is that pretty girl? Pretty girl? There's a pretty girl. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Are you happy? Where was I? So I was wearing a Tilly in the Buttons, very simple jersey dress, art gallery print, which is gorgeous. By the way, they're always gorgeous. So I had a lady compliment me on my dress, and I said, thank you, I made it. And my friend Jennifer was like, she made that dress. She makes her clothes. And she was right there. And I kid you not, like everybody was like, I had a cluster of women around me talking about sewing that were like just really excited, and it felt really good. And that was a lot of fun. That was just like my moment of, yes, I made it. Anyway, that's really all I have. That's all I have for today. I thought this would be much more chatty, and it's not. So I'm going to continue to do some sewing and hopefully touch base with you guys again soon. So I hope you have a wonderful day and do something creative wherever you are in the world. Thank you.